Thank you very much. So I've started the recording now. I'll share my screen here, and others, sir, let me know if my screen is visible or not. So are you able to see my screen?
Not as of now.
Okay, I'll just share it. Wait. Let me know when my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Thank you very much. So to begin with, first we would be briefing you about the structure of the internship, the sponsorship, the collaborators. Then we would be talking about the technologies, the projects. We would also be talking about the benefits, takeaways. We would also be talking about the minimum eligibility criteria for you to get into the internship and also get the certificate. We will also take you through our learning management system, which is known as TechSaksham LMS, Learning Management System, wherein you all would have your exclusive account to see the progress on your internship, to see your offer letters. Once you are eligible, you would be able to download your certificate. You would also be able to see the recordings of the sessions in case for any chance you miss upon it. In addition to that, you might have few questions while we are delivering the session to you. I would request you to put it on the chat box. I would also request others, sir and Pavan sir, while I'm conducting the session, and the vice versa, while you're doing that, we can answer the queries there and then. This has been an experience that many of the queries are similar in nature. I would also request you to go through other queries. You would be able to get your answers as well, right? So I would be just stopping my video so that I have a better bandwidth. And I hope my screen is visible. I am audible enough to you to be clear in my session. So to begin with, you see that the AICTE internship on AI phase 3 from January to February. This internship is on advanced AI under the joint initiative of Microsoft and SAP, which is TechSaksham. Moving on to the next, when I spoke about the internship, I said this is a Microsoft and SAP sponsored internship under a joint initiative of CSR of TechSaksham. We have a very active collaboration with AICTE. So that is the reason all of you went to AICTE portal and you registered on AICTE internship. As EduNet Foundation, we are the implementation partner, enablement partner, and we are ensuring that the students are able to complete the internship. So we have an active collaboration between different partners coming with different technologies and expertise to make sure we give you the best of experience in internship. Now, I also spoke about one thing that was corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility, also known as, you must have heard this word a lot, CSR. So this particular internship is under the CSR initiative of joint CSR initiative of Microsoft and SAP. And the joint initiative is known as TechSaksham. Also, there have been many questions at many points in time wherein students are asking us, do I need to pay for this internship or pay for this training or pay for this particular certificate? To all these students, at no point in time, Microsoft, SAP, EduNet Foundation or AICT would be asking for any money from you, or we would be taking any fee from you. This is a CSR initiative. Under this, it has been sponsored by Microsoft and SAP. All the students need to complete this with their dedication, complete all the curriculum, attend all the sessions, and you would not have to incur any charges or fee for this. So at any point during the time of internship, orientation, training, offer letters or certificates, Microsoft, SAP, EduNet Foundation, and AICT will not be asking or charging any fee for this. In addition to that, as an EduNet Foundation, we are a social enterprise, non-for-profit organization founded in 2015. We are working in collaboration with Microsoft, SAP, and AICT to deliver 1 month internship on advanced AI. We primarily work with emerging technologies, IR 4.0, and we strive to leverage them to augment, upgrade the knowledge ecosystem. And we also aim to equip all of you, all the beneficiaries, the students, the faculty members, to build a workforce which is enabled in IR 4.0 career. Now, talking about I spoke about a joint CSR of Microsoft and SAP. What is TechSaksham? So TechSaksham is a joint CSR initiative. It is a program designed for the students wherein students can learn about IR 4.0 technologies. This has been sponsored by Microsoft and SAP. In this particular initiative, we accelerate the learning for students in higher education in sciences, computer applications, and engineering related fields. Also, the main purpose of designing this particular initiative and the main purpose of Microsoft and SAP sponsoring this program is so that we can build the skills of the future, we can build the industry linkages for the students, we can build a scalable ecosystem, and students also have project-based learning with local context. So TechSaksham is a program which is a joint CSR initiative of Microsoft and SAP. Now, coming back to AICT internship on AI, the first step was that all of you went to AICT portal and you registered for this internship. While you did the registration, you must have used the email ID. So please ensure that this particular email ID that you used while registration is being used throughout the orientation. So through the email ID, we have shortlisted the candidates. That becomes one of the criteria to connect. Now, talking about what are the benefits, what are the different technologies. Now, I would like to invite Adarsh P. Sir. He's the master trainer. He's an experienced trainer. He would be taking you through the different technologies, the demand of the technologies, the use cases of the technologies, and how we are using these technologies in different projects covered during the internship. Every student will have to select one project. I request all of you to please stay hold so that first you understand the different type of projects from sir, and then you take a decision to select one of them. Second important information, that the projects, if you select one project, you would not be able to unselect it and go to another project. So you have to be very careful while you're selecting the projects and how the different projects have different technologies and topics. Adarsh sir would be taking care of the same. So over to you, Adarsh sir. Thank you very much. I hope you'd be sharing your screen, or should I keep on sharing my screen?
I'll share my screen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I think ma'am has given you a early introduction of how this program is going to be, and I think half of your doubts have almost cleared. You had so many questions in the starting, but then half of them will be cleared. But then I saw there are some more questions. Some questions I've replied, and others I felt everything will be cleared with this small your understanding about these things, which projects to choose, and what is this internship about, and what are we trying to do. Everything will be covered now. So guys, to be said, this internship is packed with all those technologies which you are hearing nowadays in the job market, or let it be LinkedIn or in the news, let it be any technologist speaking about. It's artificial intelligence has been the topic everywhere, every industry, every, let it be fashion, let it be agriculture, let it be any industry, these terms you will be seeing it often. So we, in this internship, we have packed up with some few good projects, where in fact industrial level projects, where you'll be going through the concepts of machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and NLP. So all these technologies which I mentioned, it comes in the basket of the artificial intelligence. So when it comes, each project has its own significance, and one project will be focusing on machine learning, the other project will be focusing on generative AI, or it will be deep learning, or it will be the NLP. So with these technologies, I'll be going through the projects which you'll be taking up, and which that will make you understand about which project to choose. So you have your first project on prediction of disease outbreaks. So this project is mainly based on the machine learning concepts, which consists of supervised machine learning. And what it is about, you'll be making a end-to-end project of an app or a website where you're trying to predict the disease based on certain features. For example, let it be like diabetes. So you're trying to predict from different features in your data, based on different features, whether the person will have that disease or not. It's not only restricted to diabetes. We'll be doing on Parkinson's disease and also heart disease. So this data which we got from a medical institute or from a doctor specific, that data is being used. We train a model out of it, and further last we'll try to predict if that person will be having a disease as of such. So from this, you can understand how important it is when it comes to medical industry, where you're trying to predict a disease based on certain conditions which the patient goes through. So how it works is that you will have a data set of certain features, and these features, it will have a already classified data. So with this data which is there, you will be trying to predict if the person will have the disease or not. So the common algorithms technology we'll be using is scikit-learn, the library which we use in Python. Some students have asked me what is the prior knowledge which is required. Guys, the only knowledge which I would prefer you to have, even if you do not have this, 1 or 2 days is more than enough. Python. The language of Python is very much necessary when we start this project. Otherwise, everything will be is something which you can learn if you have the interest to do the project. So if you take up a project based on the motivation which you have, you can learn it. But the prior knowledge I would say is have a knowledge about Python, the basics of Python. I would say go through the list, dictionary, functions, and pandas library. So we will be doing a lot of data manipulation. So pandas is very necessary. Even NumPy and other libraries like scikit-learn, PyTorch, TensorFlow, with that we'll be doing. The guide will be guiding you while going through these libraries. But these basic knowledge is very much required before you come for the coming lectures. So how much time it takes? I would say it maximum takes 1 or 2 days. Today and tomorrow, the whole day you spend watching some basics of Python. It will be much necessary. Your prerequisite will be done, and other prerequisites just have the interest to learn about your, because AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning has become like an alphabet now. Every industry, even if you're going for software or if you're going for agriculturist, businessman, entrepreneur, having the knowledge of these things has become a necessary, and that's the reason we are trying to expand it to all the students here, right? So that's the only prior knowledge which you need, and this is the first project you'll be working upon. And if this is the project which you choose, the project, if it's prediction of disease outbreaks, and you will be making such a website in this, the final output will be almost like this. Not this is the basic layout, but you can modify it in your basis what your website needs to look like. And see, look at this. Based on certain features, you give these features, you're getting the output of the result, whether the person has diabetes or not having diabetes. So in the medical industry, this has been a very great, and it's not just that this project gives you about doing a medical data set. This can be used in different applications. For example, if you take prediction of automobile failure, or doing a predictive maintenance of an engine, where you have certain features, temperature, pressure, RPM, all these features, and you're trying to predict when the failure of a machine will happen. So you can do such type of different type of projects, or let it be real estate, in the field of real estate, where you're trying to make predict what is the price of based on certain features, certain areas, certain features like the bedroom size or the a square, or how much the house area is there. Based on all these features, like you can predict what will be the price of that region, that household. So this project, when you do this project, it will be opening you to many other projects also. That's the advantage of taking this project, where we are doing it specifically in this medical field, but it will be applicable to any other places where there is where you need to predict something. Okay. And this is about the first project we'll be going on. And the second project is regarding image generation using stable diffusion and comfy UI. So another beautiful project where you will be going through you would have heard recently that when you try to type some things, whatever is interesting to your mind, you try to type it, you prompt it, and an image is generated out of it. In fact, Copilot is already they're working. There are already companies which are working in which where you try to prompt something like I want to see sci-fi city with the drones and sci-fi cars in it. If I want to type it and I get the image out of it, so you will be learning in the process how to make this while prompting and creating images out of it. Not only you'll be creating images, but also you'll be working on how to make a better image based on the prompts, and you'll be understanding the importance of how to have a well crafted prompts. That will be this project all based on. You'll be working on diffusion model, and to be in short to say, diffusion model is in which a noise is being all taken up to create a image out of it. It's like an artist gets a blank canvas and he starts making an image. So that's the sort of project you'll be doing, where you'll be learning how to prompt and create images out of it. You'll be using the Comfy UI application in it. Also, you'll be going through PyTorch, Comfy UI, below libraries, technologies being used in this. This is another project in which you'll be working in these technologies. The third project is regarding potato leaf disease detection. If before I say about this, one thing which you would have almost seen if you have been to Bangalore, Gurugram, or Haryana, any this Hyderabad cities, you will have seen AI cameras, right? The way they detect things, and based on the images, they realize whether the person has done some fault in the traffic or he's not wearing a helmet. How all this works, it's all because based on convolutional neural network, the technology behind it. And here too, you'll be working on potato leaf disease detection. So what it matters is in the agriculture, if in the agriculture field, it's if a plant or something gets into trouble because if it gets disease, if you do not notice it, it's going to spread everywhere, and the loss is very huge, right? It is going to be a loss to the farmer, it's going to be a loss to the businessman, it will be loss to the consumer, everyone. What if AI can come up there and solve it by finding if a farmer is able to see check some problems in the leaves, take a photo out of it, and the AI detects that there is this disease being caused, and to rectify this you need to use these fertilizers, or you need to you need to put some more nutrients in the soil. If the smartphone which he has, if it's able to give these suggestions, it would be very great, right? It will be very efficient for his production. He can take an action very soon. So that's where this potato leaf disease detection will be coming up, where you will be giving images of certain the leaves, and in all the manner, in every rotation, and also in every direction, in every ways wherever the diseases occurred. All these ways you will be giving the model these pictures, and the model gets trained out of it. And when a new image is being put, the model will recognize if there is some disease out of it, and it will tell it that there is a disease. So this is in this project you will be working with technologies like convolutional neural network, and you'll also be working with OpenCV to rotate, because you can't give just one type of image, because the model might get biased. So you'll be giving different types of image, rotating and resizing it and giving it in different manner. So you'll be working with OpenCV also. And this project, the implication, if you're taking up this project, I would say it is going to open you to many other ideas. Like you can take up a project in your class where to do the attendance marking. So face detection, it will be opening you to different ideas of solving different problems. When image comes into the picture, if the solution requires a lot of handling, a lot of images in your model, then I would suggest you to go with the project 3, which is on potato leaf disease detection. And you'll be working with Matplotlib, Seaborn, PyTorch, TensorFlow for in the of deep learning, that is CNN also. And then you have the project on AI powered health assistant, very wonderful, another project where you'll be working with the technology of generative AI. Very, it's a very, this term generative AI is used everywhere nowadays. And in this project, you'll be working with LLM models, where what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a chatbot. What is a chatbot? If you would have seen Amazon or Flipkart, when you try to chat, when you have some issues with your order, what do you try to do? You chat with the there is a chatbot which is available, and when you chat, it's not the first the customer service you're chatting with, it's the bot which is working on. How did they develop? They used some of the LLM models, and they've created it. Same way, you're creating a personal LLM chatbot. You might be thinking chat gpt is already there, and if chat gpt I give the information, it will give the answer. Yes, it will give, but chat gpt takes your data also. You don't need that. You want, this is something which you're creating for a personal work or for a personal company. You're creating a chatbot. When if you want to work on creating a chatbot, and in this project you will be working where you type something that you have some issues, and it will give the details of what the symptoms is, what rectification you might have to go to the doctor or not. All this you'll be learning how to give the prompts, how to give the way of giving the answer from the chatbot. All this will be working in this project. And the thing is, in this project you'll be understanding the basics of NLP, and you'll be working on tokenization, lammatization. All these concepts will be covered when you work in this project, because it requires word, it requires suggestions in the next, because you're trying to type something and it gives us suggestions, right? So you'll be working with NLP. You'll be learning how to collect and integrate medical data from various sources. And further, this project opens you to create, like if you finish this project, by then you can start making your own chatbots. That will be the advantage of doing such a project in this. So what I would suggest is each project is very unique. And if you see, it's made in such a way that it's very industrial oriented, and every project has its own uniqueness. There is no project that one is better than other. Everything comes in the part of artificial intelligence. One is focusing on machine learning, another one is focusing on deep learning, there is another one which is focusing on NLP and generative AI. All these concepts which I mentioned is trending in this world now. Everyone is required. These knowledge of these are very much required. Nothing is, one is below or another is above. What I would suggest those people who are not yet enrolled into any of the projects, what motivates you right now? Like after hearing this, or if you have seen anything which you want to solve the problem in your, you might be in your college, and college life you will be having the idea to solve many problems. There are many problems are facing in your college or might be in your society, and you want to solve that problem. If it is by creating a chatbot, or if it's by creating something like a prediction system, or if it's creating your, or if it's working with images, what interests and motivates you, take it up. Do not worry about how tough it is, or if it's very vast to learn, or is there is something which I don't understand. Everything you'll understand, but it's all about what motivates you to take it up, right? Like what motivates you to join something. If you are into agriculture, like you want to do something in the agriculture where images you're trying to do, I would suggest you take up the project on potato disease leaf detection. That will open you through all the image type of problems you need to solve. If it's something you want to do with prediction system, like you want to predict if there is aeroplane engine failure. If you know, this aeroplane works on its, the any flight which starts behind before the flight starts, it's a very tedious process to check if everything is all right in it. And now aviation industry is relying much into artificial intelligence and machine learning to check if everything is in the perfect condition, so that the chances of any failure is very low. So Boeing and all this have already integrated a lot of systems into their system, into their industry, to create such a system to predict if any failures happen. This is applicable to every other mechanical industries, or let it be recommendation systems. All this you can go with prediction system, where you'll be going through the machine learning algorithms. So every project is very unique, And I would suggest what motivates you. If you have any problems in your mind, take time tonight, think about it, which one you want to take one project and stick to it and complete the internship. Also, I would suggest it's not just that you complete your project and keep it with you. It's always very important to market yourself after doing some hard work, right? So I would suggest every one of you, after finishing your project, after doing your complete project, put it in your LinkedIn. Have a LinkedIn account. Show the world that you have done such a project and you have completed one whole model out of it. It opens door to a lot of things, right? You'll be getting a lot of knowledge. Also, you'll be marketing yourself. At the same time, you'll be opening job opportunities. This is how the job opportunities also open up. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. If you have any further doubts, please put it in your chat box. I'll be solving it at the end, giving all the answers for every other queries regarding the project. I'll ask ma'am to continue now.
Thank you very much, Adarsh sir. Thanks a lot for explaining about the projects. I'll just share my screen now. Just give me 1 minute, please. I hope my screen is visible. Adarsh sir, is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
All
It's
right,
visible.
thank you very much. So Adarsh sir told you about different projects that you would have and what are the technologies, what are the projects all about. So now our request to all of you is that students, please think through, right? Speak to your, maybe your classmates, maybe speak to your teachers, instructors, and also think through which project you'd like to work on. The reason I'm saying here is because once you select a particular project, you cannot unselect it. So then you cannot go on to the next project, right? So project one selected will be the final one. Also, because there are many students who have applied for this particular orientation. So it may happen that you are still not chosen the project and the project seats are already filled, right? So what we've done is we have kept close to I'm sorry. So we've kept close to 1,000 plus seats for each project, right? So what if all the seats for project one or project two, they are filled? So we request you to also keep the timelines in your mind and select the project you want to work on. Additionally, you would also have your instructors, your master trainers who would be working closely with you on these projects. There would be an introductory sessions also. There would be mentoring sessions also. There would be doubt clearing sessions also, so that you can work on these projects. Now, moving ahead, there are many questions. Why should I do this internship? What is the benefit that I have? What is the learning that I'll have? What are the takeaways for me? So there are many benefits, learnings, and takeaways associated with this particular internship. The first is, as I said, this is being sponsored by Microsoft and SAP. This is in collaboration with AICTE and enabled and implemented by Internet Foundation. So I'll be showing you the certificate that you would get after the completion of the internship. So once you get the certificate, your resume and your candidature would get strengthened. So this is an internship where we have like technology leaders in the education system working together to ensure that you get the best of the internship experience and learning. In addition to that, while you see that sir explained to you about the live projects that you would be working on, every individual learner during the internship will be working on one project. So you would be working on these live projects. You would get to know a lot of hands-on. You would have an expertise and experience on technology and its use case as well. In addition to that, these would not be self-paced. These would be instructor-led. So the projects that you would be working on, you would have guidance from instructors. You would have your introductory session, as I already said. You would also have your sessions about the mentoring. You would also be, if you have any doubt, there'll be doubt clearing sessions from the trainers so that you can understand the projects, and you can complete the projects and get the certification. Also, as you heard it from others, sir, he is a master trainer. So this mentoring would be done by master trainers to you. And this would also add to your knowledge, because while they're talking to you, they would also be connecting you to different elements of learning. They would also be giving you extra information so that you can create your project impactfully and you can submit it on time. Now, there is one more thing that we would like you to introduce during our internship and in the orientation session today. All of you must have had your personal accounts on Instagram, personal accounts on WhatsApp, or on Facebook earlier, right? So everybody has their accounts. Similarly, now we know that all of you would be learning, all of you would be working on projects, all of you have certain piece of information that needs to be assembled at a point in time. So what we've done is we have created a dedicated space for all of you, wherein you would have your exclusive account. All of you can log into that particular account, and you can see the recordings, you can see the learning material, you can see your offer letter. Once you complete the internship, you would be able to see the certificate as well. So I'll take you through what this LMS is all about. To begin with, LMS is Learning Management System. So every individual learner would be given access to exclusive learning management system. It's like an account. You have an Instagram account. Similarly, for internship, you would have an account wherein all the resources, information, and all the activities related to internship would be at one spot available for you. Now, the first thing is, how do I go to LMS? What is this LMS all about? To begin with, and to go to LMS, there are 2-3 things that I would want you to understand. First, all of you have registered on AICTE portal, right? The email ID that you registered with on AICTE portal becomes your user ID. And the password would be very simple, which will be test@1234 with T as capital. Now I'll repeat. You must have registered yourself on AICTE portal for this internship. The same email ID is your user ID, and the password remains uniform and simple. You can log in and you can change the password. Second thing, there would be questions that, ma'am, I don't remember, I don't have my user ID. What will be my user ID? Please also check your WhatsApp group. Please also check your inbox. Your inbox, your email ID inbox should have the details of the session. It would also have the details of your user ID and password. Second thing, I am not able to access and see my user ID and password. Please also check your spam box. Sometimes your messages also go to spam box, and please ensure that you shift your messages which are in spam box to your primary inbox so that you get the relevant information in your inbox. Now, I'll go back 2 steps back. As I said, every student, every learner would be given a unique storage or unique space for, or I would say a one-stop point for accessing all the information related to internship. And that space, we call it TechSaksham LMS. Now, how do I go to LMS? The first step is I will be going to Microsoft Bing, Edge, or Google, all the browsers that you have access to. You can go to these browsers, and on the browsers, you would be writing www.techsaksham.org. I'll just show you. I hope my screen is visible. The full screen till the browsing, this thing, tabs are visible, Adarsh?
It's visible, man. The browsing
Okay,
tabs are
good.
visible. Yeah.
Okay, so for example, if I'll go here, right? So now I just go here and I write www.techsaksham.org, right? So this is what I need to write. The minute I write www.techsaksham.org, this is the landing page of the TechSaksham program. So this is a TechSaksham program. This is a Microsoft and SAP joint CSR initiative. this is the page that I would get onto. So again, I'm repeating. To access the LMS, and I want everybody to first look at the screen rather than start accessing the LMS, because the LMS may not be accessible as of now. Because if we would have all of you start accessing the LMS, you may not be able to go there, right? So first, please listen to me. I'll repeat. So the first thing is, you would be going to your browsers. You would write TechSaksham.org, www.techsaksham.org. Others, please also write it on the chat box. Once you go to www.techsaksham.org, you would be landing on this page. And on the page, if you see at the right upside, there is a login page, right? So if you see here, there's a login page. Once you click on this login page, you would see that this is the landing page that you see on the LMS. So I'll take you back. This is the landing page that you would see on the LMS. So see, I went to the browser, I wrote www.techsaksham.org. This is the page that came. I clicked on login, and this is the landing page that I have, right? Please do not do it right now, because you may not be able to get access, right? So that can be a problem here. So I'm going to show you the demonstration here. Now, give me 1 minute. Yes. So now what I do is, once I go to this particular TechSaksham page, I click on login, then I have to add the email ID, right? The user ID is your email ID that you've registered with, right? And the password will be test T caps lock @ 1234, right? So Pawan sir has shared some demo with me. So I'm just sharing this demonstration here. So give me 1 minute. So Pawan sir,
Ma'am, I
can
have
you?
shared it on your our PM team group.
Okay, that's wonderful. Right. So now this becomes my test ID. So I'm going to add my email ID here. Your registered email ID on which you registered for AICTE portal, that becomes your email ID, user ID, and the password would be test @ 1234. Okay, let me again. I'll be adding the captcha. Let me see if I can go. Yes. So this is the page that I see, right, when I log in. So how do you log into LMS? Go to a browser at www.techsaksham.org. After that, you click on to the login button on the right side. You click on that, add your user ID. That is your email ID you used for the registration. Add in the password, which is a very simple password. You would be landing on this page, right? So this is your page. You would see different projects here, right? So you would have to be very careful of the projects. Reason being, once you select the project, you cannot unselect and go to another one, right? This is a demo. This is a demonstration for you. It doesn't mean this is the real one. So this is a demonstration for you. For example, if I click on this and I submit, so it means this is the particular project that I've chosen, right? So now this is the link for the Telegram group. Also, I'll get the links for my introductory and for my mentoring, right? Now, this is a dashboard. This is the session details. You would have the session date, meeting links, and project title. So all the information would come here. This is the offer letter that we have. If I download the offer letter, in case you see I have missed my offer letter, right? So this is the offer letter that I have. Right? So now this is the sponsored offer letter. This is the report template. You would have to submit your project report. So this is the template, and all the details would be shared by your trainer so that you can understand what this is all about. You will have to mark your attendance for the day. So you would be given option to mark your attendance. You will go to LMS, take your time. Don't hassle right now. All of you don't go to LMS right now because it might get stuck. Maybe you can go after half an hour. Maybe you can go after 2 hours or so. Mark your attendance. This is your assessment. We do see that there are students who want to refer to the session. They want to understand what has been said. They want to really revise what has been shared with them. So you can go to session recordings. In case you still face challenges and you're stuck, you can click on queries and you can raise a query. So raise a query is typically the kind of challenges that you're facing. Is it a technical challenge? Is it a non-technical challenge? You can write the description, you can choose a file and attach, and you can submit. So this is how you would be given assistance for any challenge or any technical glitch or any communication gap that arises because of the technical glitch, right? So this is how you would raise the query. Now coming back to what I have, I went to the browser, I clicked on TechSaksham, I clicked on login. I have this landing page here. I need to add my email ID, which I used during my registration. I'll add the password, I'll add the captcha, and this is the landing page I have. So now this is the landing page that I have. It also gives me 4 different kind of projects, and I'll have to select one. Once I select the project, the session date, the meeting links would pop up here automatically. So you won't have to remember everything. You just have to make sure that you remember the next date. The meeting link would be automatically available here. Then this is the schedule for your entire internship. Now, what is the schedule? We did an orientation with batch 1 yesterday. We are doing an orientation with you, that is batch 2 today, right? So now, today we will be completing the orientation session. The introductory session for batch 1 will be on 17th, and as you're part of batch 2, your introductory session will be on 18th. The first is orientation, second is introductory. Now, once you understand the entire concept, you will be given project mentoring also. So now project 1, if you've chosen project 1, your mentoring dates are 20th, 27th, and 3rd. If you've chosen project 2, your mentoring dates are 21st, 28th, and 4th. Accordingly, for all the projects, the dates are different. But yes, every date has similar date. So every Monday, project 1, every Tuesday, project 2, every Wednesday, project 3, every Thursday, project 4. Now, there might be, because you have to submit a project, right? You have to submit a project report. So there might be few questions. Questions related to project, technologies, how I work on it, what is the eligibility, what are the timelines. So we've also kept a session for 3 days for project 1, 2, 3, 4 candidates can come here. Every Friday we'll have a session. So Ask Me Anything is actually doubt clearing session. So see, this has been designed in a way that if, for example, I'm in project 3, I need to be aware that for my project 3, the dates for my internship instructor-led sessions would be 22, 29, and 5. And because I'm part of batch 2, I'll have my introductory session on 18. So please ensure that you know that you're part of batch 2 or batch 1. So you should know which batch you belong to. And you should also know which project have you chosen. So as per your projects, you would be given dates and schedules. And obviously, you would also be given links, right? In addition to that, this is how your offer letter appears. I've already shared the offer letter template with you. Every internship has different set of projects. So eventually, the offer letter would have different information. Every internship would be giving you a unique student ID, an internship ID that comes from AICTE portal. So you would also have that. That makes it unique. Every internship would have a different cohort or phase. That means the timelines. So you would have a different timeline. Self-attendance, you would be marking your attendance. In case there is any technical glitch, Pavan sir will be sharing the form for attendance. Please first try to mark your attendance yourself. We will not be marking your attendance. You will be marking your attendance yourself. Ensure that you mark your attendance. In case you try to mark your attendance and there is any challenge, please make sure that you take rest. After gap of 30 minutes or 40 minutes, you mark your attendance, right? So what happens at time, the concurrent number of users on LMS can be 10,000, 20,000. So LMS may be little down, but then it'll speed up once the traffic is over. So you can mark your attendance. In case you have glitches, please connect and look for the updates on your WhatsApp. Pavan sir would be there to support you. Session recordings, as I said, for all the recordings, for all the references, session recordings are there. Study material would be there. Raise a query. If you have still facing challenges, you can raise a query. This is how your certificate looks like. Now, there have been questions, typical questions, which I'd like to answer you. Will I get stipend? No, you will not be paid any stipend for this internship. This will be a virtual internship. We are not charging any fee at any point in time. Neither Microsoft nor SAP, neither EduNet Foundation nor AICTE is charging any fee or any money for this internship at any point in time during the registration, offer letters, certificates, or during the mentoring sessions. So please be aware of that. And in case there is any incidents that you see, you can report to us. Second thing, you will just not get the certificate because you've completed the internship. There are eligibility criteria. The first is you have to work on a project. So you have to submit a report. We will be sharing the template with you so that you can work on that report. Second thing, you will also be you will also be marked on the basis of your attendance. So you have to be regular on your attendance. In case there is any technical glitch that you face once in a time, you can let us know about that. So this is typically a certificate that you would receive. This certificate is going to strengthen your resume because this showcases that you've worked on a live project. You have a better understanding on the application of technologies and how application can be used to solve the problems. Now, talking about TechSaksham, we've already done TechSaksham program. We are doing this. We are in the 4th year. We've trained more than 19,000 students and we've already placed 2,200 students. We have 1,500 capstone projects that have been created and we've worked with 162 colleges. Internship and TechSaksham program, a direct TechSaksham training program is different. So that is the reason we have placement element here. You can follow us on LinkedIn. EduNet Foundation can be followed on LinkedIn. You can scan here to connect us, right? This is a LinkedIn page. You can follow us and you'd be able to see a lot of updates on LinkedIn regarding the internships and available opportunities. And that's all for today for the internship. I would like to repeat here again. This is the schedule that you have. So batch 2, we are doing the orientation today with you. So this is the orientation session that's happening right now. You will have batch 2 students will have their introductory session on 18th, that is Saturday. Batch 1 will have their introductory session tomorrow. After the introductory session is done, we will be doing the project mentoring session. As per the projects chosen, every project will have a different schedule on the same day. We will also ensure that doubt clearing sessions are done for students and we also have a schedule for doubt clearing session. Please ensure the kind of projects you select is close to the relevant and is relevant to the technologies that you're working on. Also, once you select a project, you won't be able to deselect it. Additionally, this is how you go to your TechSaksham LMS. Now, the first thing, before you open LMS, please ensure that you know your user ID. So user ID is typically your email ID that you've used while you registered on AICTE portal for this internship. Password is very simple, test with T capital @1234. Also look for WhatsApp, also look for your emails. You would be receiving and getting a message from us. In case you do not see this message, please check your spam box. Also, once you go to your browser, you add TechSaksham. TechSaksham is a one word. TechSaksham. Tech means technology, Saksham means enabled. So TechSaksham, type www.techsaksham.org. You would be typing techsaksham.org. You would be clicking on login page. Once you click on login page, this is the landing page that you see here. Once you click on your landing page, you add your user ID, which is your email ID and password, enter a CAPTCHA, click on login. This is the dashboard or the landing page that you see, right? Now, you would be given option to select projects. Please select one project. Once you select the project, the session details would be updated here. So when is the session? What are the meeting links, right? All would be updated here. This is the schedule. You can take a screenshot. You can click a picture. Once you select a particular project, you can go accordingly. You have been already shared an offer letter because you're eligible for this. You've been shortlisted for this internship. In case you still don't know where your offer letter is, you can go to offer letter. You can download your offer letter, and this is how it looks like. Yeah. Offer letter would have your student ID, internship ID. This remains unique for everyone. Offer letter would have your different projects details, right? Offer letter would have your timelines, the benefits, and it clearly mentions that there is no stipend associated with this internship. Now, this is how your offer letter looks like. You will be marking your attendance by yourself. In case we find that there is a challenge in marking the attendance, you can share it with the administrator on the group. You can share it on email ID, or you can raise a query so that it can be taken care. You would also have session recording to refer to what has been shared with you for the sessions that have been shared with you and the important piece of information that you want to hear. You would also have study material. In addition to that, as I said, if you have any challenge related to technology or non-technical aspect, you can raise a query here. This is how a certificate post completion of your internship would look like. This certificate would be given to those students who would be eligible for the certificate, and the eligibility depends upon the successful completion and submission of your project, the attendance criteria. Any student who's just part of the internship will not be given a certificate. You might have an offer letter, but if you do not complete your project, submit your project on with due date, you do not have attendance criteria fulfilled, you may not be eligible for a certificate. So please ensure that you go through all the updates, you adhere to all the timelines, you submit your project with the information and the template that has been shared with you, that will be shared with you, and you would be able to successfully complete the project and get the certificate. This certificate is going to strengthen your resume because this is added to your knowledge. You've worked on a live project. Additionally, this certificate also shows the recruiter or the next person or the interviewer that you've already worked on a project. You have an enhanced level of knowledge on the technology because you know its use case. Now, talking about TechSaksham, we've done TechSaksham. We've been doing this from last 4 years. We do this program through institutions and no individual learner is accepted. In addition to that, as EduNet Foundation, you can follow us on LinkedIn. You can scan here to connect. We keep sharing the updates on technologies, internships, and programs. You keep in touch with us. And you can also share your experience on LinkedIn once you complete your internship. There are few students who've shared their offer letters, sharing their experience. There are few students who would be sharing their certificate and experiences of the internship. So we request you, once you complete your internship, you can share your certificates and you can share the happiness post. You can share the learnings on the post, and we would be able to repost it from our handle. So that's all from my end. That's all for TechSaksham. I would say that's all for internship orientation. I do see that there are many questions here that I can see. Do we have sessions daily? No. You will be given dates when you would have your sessions. What if we've selected the project before? So project selected once is selected. You cannot unselect. Okay, I joined this orientation through my friend referral. How do I log into the website? The second important question is, for everybody to be part of this internship, there is a process that we follow. The process, step one, is that you have to register on AICTE portal. You need to register on AICTE portal. Once you register on AICTE portal, you will have to register for AICTE internship. So you cannot simply come and attend the session and you will not be able to get the certificate. These future scope also depends upon your learning level, right? We would not say that it will give you a job, but this is going to strengthen your skills on AI.
So I see that a lot of students have the doubt of which programming language. Guys, we'll be using Python. So what I would prefer is, in the coming, you have tomorrow you'll have the orientation, the first class. You'll be going to the basics of AI and machine learning.
Yes.
But till Sunday, I would prefer everyone go through the basics of Python. Python language is very important. Uh, Take down these topics. One is go through the basics of Python, list, dictionary, learn about the data types of which is in Python programming language, and go through pandas. Be good with pandas and NumPy. These two, it's easily available in any of the resources like YouTube. You can just check it out. These basics are very necessary when you start doing this. Other tools, scikit-learn, whichever I've mentioned, PyTorch, all this will be explained, or your mentors will guide you in while doing the project, and you'll be learning it. It's like a hands-on experience. So when you'll be doing this project, you will be automatically learning these things. So that's the better way of learning. You'll be learning and at the same time being doing the project. And those students who have asked like which project is very easy and which is hard, see, all these projects are nothing like hard or easy. Everything is going to be very easy. The mentors are going to guide you in such a way that we are going to guide you in such a way that it will be easy for you. But if you ask me, if you are from very basic and you are going to start it from basic, go with the prediction of disease. It's about machine learning. It can be a stepping stone for you to the machine learning concepts. But others also, there is not much dependency with other each project which is there. Each project is very unique. So if you're from a very different background, if you want something basic to do, we can go with prediction of disease. But it doesn't mean that this project is very less valuable. Every project is unique and it's industrial level. So do not say that which is the best project or which is high level. There's nothing like that. I can see some of the questions in that manner, so don't get confused based on that. And no, it won't be in Java language. It will be based on only on Python. And which Google Colab, see, it's preferred to use VS Code if because we are going to deploy this model also. It's not just going to be a research, or you're trying to do some thing like something. You're finally going to deploy it in your website. Finally, you'll have a website model, as I showed one of the two projects where final model will be seen. So VS Code is more preferable to be used. Jupyter, if you have Jupyter Notebook, yes, Jupyter Notebook is also fine. Finally, we'll integrate in the VS Code and we'll make it see that the deployment is done. But Google Colab is you can't deploy the model. You can just keep on doing it. But yeah, that's another doubt which I've seen continuously coming up. Mm, and yes, you will be getting the recordings, as ma'am has said, you'll be getting, but preferably go with the online. If for that project you have that date, be online with the guide. If 2 hours is going to clear your doubts and guide you through the project, it will be more valuable rather going for recording. Okay. um I'm a little confused for the selection of projects. uh, to learn the concepts and see, we won't be teaching you everything. We'll be guiding you how to do the project. A little bit. If you see there are some of the sessions being done, we'll be guiding you to the project. Your effort is also very much important in this internship. This is an internship. This is not a class where everything will be taught. It's where some work should be there from your side also. The mentors will be guiding you to do the project, but you should be prominent enough to go and have a knowledge about it also. Okay. So whichever project you're taking up, you have 4 days, you have till Sunday time. Go through it. Go what are the technologies you are seeing? What are the technologies going through it? You can just go through, do a self research on whatever things have been told about the projects from your side. Do not go complete. This won't be a complete spoon feeding system. Yeah, it's an internship, right?
Dear students, there is some error with that Google form. So wait till Friday, means tomorrow and Saturday. I will be, opening that attendance uh, tab on your LMS. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and after tomorrow, 4 attendance you can give it in one shot. Okay, please don't be panic. We will give an opportunity to mark your attendance on Saturday onwards. Again, I'm
Ma'am,
repeating. There is
yes.
some again, I'm repeating. There is some error, so don't worry. So Saturday, I will be updating your LMS so that you will be getting an option to mark your attendance for 4 sessions today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow. So tomorrow and after tomorrow sessions are very, very important. You must not, miss at any cost, because uh, Adarsh and team will be explaining the technologies used to develop a project. So that's the main kind of. So tomorrow onwards, your actual orientation, actual internship will begin. So make sure that you all join on time, so that we can complete our plannings and our sessions within 2 hours. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you, Adarsh.
Ma'am, the students have the doubt that till what date this project has to be chosen. Uh, can you guide them, please? Like, what is the last date where they can put the project?
Yes. So if you look at the presentation that I've shared with you with all the students, so we do see that project one student will start their session on 20th of January. So I think we should be able to do this within 3 to 4 working days. So today's 16. So by maximum 18th, the student should be able to select their projects. So for selection of the projects, there is one more thing. For every project, there are limited seats, right? So once project one seats are fulfilled, maybe you want to select the project, but the seats are fulfilled, so you may not be able to do that. So for you, the project that you want to select, please take out time and just select P1, 2, 3, or 4. And that will be okay. I don't think so it will take much of time. So by today and tomorrow, you can go at any time and you can select the project. And if you're not able to select project one, or if you see that project one or project two is not available, that means the seats have been already fulfilled, as in filled. So we are starting the project, this introductory session on 17th for batch one, and introductory session on 18th for batch two. Now, project mentoring would start on 20th. for project 1. If you select project 2, the project mentoring is starting on 21st. For project 3, it's 22nd, and project 4 is 23rd. So please make sure that by 18th of January, you are able to select the projects. So 48 hours for you to select a project. And if you find any difficulty, let us know. Also, this may be a peak time when all the concurrent users are going and opening up the LMS. Please take some time, maybe tomorrow in the evening hours, afternoon hours, morning hours. And before you open up the LMS, please ensure that you have your registered email ID and your password handy. Right. So now I think we have covered most of the content in the orientation session, right? Adarsh sir, would you like to add anything, or should we close with the session?
I just want to add that tomorrow's session, guys, whoever, there are students who are asking, we do not have the knowledge of the basics, do attend tomorrow's class. The basics of AI and machine learning. What is AI? If you have no idea about what is AI, what is going to be machine learning, those basic concepts will be discussing tomorrow. So do not, tomorrow, that is batch, you are from batch 2, so it will be on day after tomorrow, that is Saturday evening at 5 o'clock. So do not miss the session. And that will clear about the basics you have. Then I would suggest, you see, there should be your effort also. What we will be doing, we'll put a basic foundation for you. Go back and like put your efforts to understand some certain things more, and the projects will be very simple. The guides, we are going to guide you in the project in a very simple manner, such that you will finish it right in a very smooth manner. Okay, so do attend every session online. Do not wait for the recordings. Is my one suggestion I give. And if I think most of the queries have been solved, you would have got it.
Yes. Each and every session has an equal importance, be it orientation session, be it I would say the introductory or the mentoring session. Even ask me anything about, as in the doubt clearing session, because you may be stuck with something, you would get clarity on the same, right? So please keep looking at the WhatsApp updates. Please regularly check your LMS for the updates, right? So that you get access and information and updates about all the things happening during the internship. Please ensure timelines are very important. Even if you've done a project, but you do not submit it on time, we would not be able to give you the certificate, as in you'll not be eligible for the certificate. Please ensure that you keep your ears and eyes open. You check the updates the way you're checking your Instagram or Facebook. You check all the messages, go through the LMS, you check the recording, the meeting links beforehand, so that you're not stuck at the last minute, right? And we would always want that students should attend the live sessions. So with this, I would like to thank you all for your positive response, your valuable time, and your participation. Thank you very much. And Pavan sir, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. If any student want to share this opportunity, happiness of getting this opportunity, then they can share it on their LinkedIn page by tagging Edu Foundation and us.
Yes, you can do that. And there are students who've shared their offer letters also. We are more than happy that they are excited about the internship. We would like to see maximum conversions of students getting into internship and completing the internship with the certificate. So all the best. Thank you very much once again. Thanks, Adarsh sir. Thank you, Pavan sir. Thanks for your time and efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you
we
all.
can close the meeting, Adarsh sir.
So, ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you, Adarsh,
Thank
and thank you all.
you.
All the best.